I know you're nervous for the Rams, but you got to be a little enthusiastic after being there.
Bro, that game atmosphere was ridiculous. The energy, the electricity. That place was rocking. Anyone was there, and a lot of the Super Buck fans were there too. The Bucs.
Tampa Tones. We are joined by lead goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron Show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little cleared. But we're joined by Pat Donovan.
It looks like Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like you got a little...
No, my camera's broke.
Howdy ho, howdy hey, how the hell is everybody? It's the holiday season officially. Christmas is close, Hanukkah is close, playoff football is close. Actually, playoff football is tonight, and we are live here on the Buccaneers to talk about Bucs ball, playoff ball, and so much more. I'm Tampa Tones alongside some great gentlemen. Well, one nice gentleman and one gentleman maybe on some people's naughties list out there. I'll go ahead and bring in that fella himself. His name is the great Bucko the Bruce. Bucko, how the hell you doing around Christmas, brother? Hope all is well.
Apparently less naughty than you think, buddy. Especially with what these kids are getting from Santa. You know what I mean? I better be on some nice lists.
I think you are, brother. I'm still waiting for you to give me your address over so I could go ahead and get you out your little care package.
Hey, it's the same address I gave you the last 3 years, brother.
I'm not looking it up from last year, buddy. Come on now. But glad to have you back as always, Mr. J-Lo. Your Gators are winning 26-0, about to go up 33-0 or 29-0 with about a minute left in the Gasparilla Bowl right in Tampa Bay. How the hell are you doing, brother?
Fantastic, man. I mean, I expected better out of the offense today, but you know what? The defense took care of business, and they look really good. Looking forward to next year, what this football team puts together.
Yeah, and it was a pretty good year overall for those guys. What say you?
Agreed. I mean, there was a lot of negativity at the beginning of the season, after getting pounded by Miami at home and then losing to A&M. But then they started recovering and playing better toward the end of the season. Lagway, that kid is something special. He didn't have the best game today. But, I'll give him a pass. True freshman. I think he'll be better next year. Just got to get it going.
Jameis Lagway is a fun guy to watch at Florida. Looking forward to seeing how he unfolds. We're joined on Facebook by the great DD McDevitt, and we got a lot to talk about tonight. So without further ado, let's cut to it. Bucs Cowboys remain on Sunday Night Football, something a couple weeks ago I didn't think could be done, but both teams got real hot, and both teams are playing a little better, and both teams are still technically alive in the playoff race. Bucko, what say you? Bucs playing on Sunday Night Football. How does that shake up in your opinion?
Well, me personally, my gross disdain for primetime football. We are not historically great in that scenario. I hate that Cooper Rush is actually playing competent football, and they're looking like a good team. This has primetime trap written all over it. I'm hoping I'm just being nervous, and we come out and do what we're supposed to do. But I hate these scenarios, man.
Yeah, Jayla, what say you? We never really fare too well on primetime, it seems, as Bud Cannibals says. Fellas, cheers to you, my friend Olivia. Hey, guys, how you doing? J-Lo, thoughts on the game, Sunday Night Football time slot, big time?
Yeah, I was very surprised we get flex, but at the same time, this team's playing at a high level, and if they come in and play like they did against the Chargers, I don't see the Cowboys doing really well against us. I think if we run the ball well, I think it's going to be our best trade against the Cowboys. Yeah, prime time we're not so well in, but last time we played prime time in Dallas, we pretty much shut them out when back in 22. So I wouldn't be totally afraid. I'm pretty confident with what's going on with our team.
Yeah, and I'm pretty confident as well. Last week was an incredible victory over the Chargers. I know it is Sunday Night Football, historically bad time slot, but I'm not going to put that as a ducking row on this team. I think the Bucs find a way to get into Dallas, and it might be a close one, but they're going to ultimately win this game, I feel, to continue propelling him to the playoffs. Sunday night around this time of year is fun, though. It's Christmas time, Hanukkah, holidays, a lot's going on, family time. So a lot of eyes are going to be on this football game. Bucs Cowboys should be a fun one. Two solid fan bases going toe-to-toe Sunday night football, and it always feels special when it is Sunday night football, especially when it is some Bucs ball. Final injury report today. Bucs just have a few guys ruled out, Bucko. Cam Johnson and Antoine Winfield Jr. Cade Otton is ruled doubtful for this contest, but not officially ruled out yet, Bucko. Thoughts on the Bucs injury report? Could be worse, could be better, but could be a lot worse.
No, absolutely. I'm still waiting on Savasier Dennis to come back from week 2. So I have no idea week to week what we're going to look like. I hate not having Winfield in this game because of, Mike McCarthy and his old school style of football is to get the ball out quickly and attack the seams, which, tends to give us problems. So I wish we had Winfield in this game, but I'm really excited to see Payne Durham. I think the guy has legit potential. He's not been used in a pass receiving mode often because of Cade Otton's surge in this offense, but I think we're going to be just fine as far as the Cade Otton goes. But man, I wish we had Winfield this week.
Yeah, I agree. Winfield would be nice this week against a team that consists some good weapons on offense, such as CeeDee Lambs and Rico Dowdles of the world. J-Lo, thoughts on Otton being doubtful? Otton being doubtful as Richard's joining us. Good morning or evening, gents, I should say. Richard's joining us from the coast of California. Hope you're doing all right out there, Richard. I know you're a couple hours behind, so we appreciate you joining. But, J-Lo, thoughts on the injury report? Mike Edwards questionable as well.
Mike Edwards, I think he'll be good to go. I think he'll be ready to play, which is going to be huge with Antoine Winfield Jr. being out. So that's a good way of looking at that. Cade Otton, unfortunately, if he's doubtful, it's most likely he probably won't play for the most part. But I'm fine with, going with Payne Durham. The dude has made plays. If you watch some of his incredible catches he's had, the man can definitely make plays. And plus, you got Devin Culp, the rookie out of Washington, who I think can step in, and get separation from the linebacker. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But,
from people that know Devin Culp, nothing but good things said about the rook. He's a late round pick, but he is expected to play some without Cade. And if he can't go, obviously not ruled out yet. But if he can't go, Christopher Cole says, evening everyone, let's go Buccaneers. Big Bud says, confident our front four will get after that line all game, no worries. I agree there, Bud. I think Canty and co have a nice game there. Now we're going to pick our Cowboy player to look out for. Welcoming in Joey. Start us off, Joey. Who's your Cowboy to look out for, and how the hell you feeling with Notre Dame kickoff playoff football on the horizon? We kind of all thought once they expanded to 12 teams, it was Notre Dame's and Penn State's of the world's sweet spots in order to get into the playoff. Here we are, Notre Dame, Penn State, back-to-back games on top of Florida. So all three of our teams piggybacking in terms of bowl sequence. But, Joey, how are you? Who's your Cowboy to look out for, and how you feeling about the playoffs?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I mean, I got my bracket right here in front of me for the 12-team playoff. Obviously never done before, so I'm all amped up for the Irish to kick Indiana's ass into the ground. But looking at Dallas player to watch out.
And that feeds right into Richard's question, as we're about to discuss who our player on Dallas is to look out for. Richard says, who on Dallas concerns you other than Parsons and Lamb?
I mean, really, it's hard not to look at one of those two guys, and especially when you look at, to me, CeeDee Lamb is somebody who you just don't want him to get the chunk play. So, I mean, I'm going to have to say CeeDee Lamb, because if he's going to disrupt the game, there's certain game-changing, game-disrupting players. On offense, he can do that and stretch the field. So as long as the Bucs can contain him, this offense should be pretty easy to handle. We talked about it. Just get pressure on Cooper Rush. he ain't rushing anywhere. So yeah, I go CeeDee Lamb.
Bud says Turpin. Christopher says got to control Dowdle and CD. Bucko, it could be special teams, offense, defense, coaching staff. Who is your Dallas Cowboy to look out for if you're the Bucs?
I'm going to go outside the box on this guy. I touched on it with, speaking on the injury report. Again, I've harped all season about our weakness of the seams with this defense, and the guy's finally getting back healthy. And Cooper Rush gets his ball out the hand very quickly, less than 3 seconds. I think pretty much 90% of his snaps. The guy to look out for is Jake Ferguson. I think he's going to give us a run for our money with our weakness in coverage in the seams of those tight ends.
And he's a big target, a big guy to throw to for Dallas. So we'll see him in a couple of days on Sunday Night Football for Bucs Cowboys. That's a good one. J-Lo, thoughts on who you looking out for? So far, we got CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson. A couple people mentioned Turpin, Parsons. Who you looking out for?
I gotta agree with Bucko. I think Ferguson is a player that no one's really talking about, as far as a threat, because tight ends have whipped our ass this year on, when it comes to us defending tight ends. Ferguson is probably going to be a key player for the Cowboys. Because I think Zion's going to do pretty well playing against CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be a fun matchup to watch. So I think Jake Ferguson will be the next one in line. I'm not worried about their running game too much. But I got to say Jake Ferguson for the most part.
Yeah, Enrico Dowdle has been a nice piece lately, but the Bucs have done still decent against the run this year. If I'm going to name somebody, I'm obviously going to go with Micah Parsons. Hard not to go with the guy as such, but if we're not naming Parsons or Lamb, I'm going to go ahead and name Deron Bland as a person of interest. I'm going to see if the Bucs can take advantage of him or if he kind of tries to shut down our pass attack. I don't think he will, but he's a name to watch. Oh, their D tackle from UCLA. I can never pronounce his name. I think Osa Odigizua. I probably butchered that, but that's who I believe that is. Our favorite Canadian, or one of them. Hey guys, Mike D in the house, and great to be joined by Mike D. Now we're going to go into the world of bets. We have a loaded show here on the Buccaneers. We're live right now on Instagram, or not Instagram, on YouTube, Facebook, and the replay's available on Apple, Spotify, Google, and so much more. We're going to go into the world of Bucs betting right now and do our Bucs bets. We're going to go around the table here and see if we could win you guys some money on our beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers here on Sunday Night Football. So probably not all the bets are out yet. Usually it's a Saturday to Sunday leeway. More bets are available, but we'll still lean with what we got. Joey, we're going to start with you. Bucs money line minus 205 or Bucs spread minus 4. Where would you rather put your bet?
I think they'll cover the spread. I mean, I do think Dallas is playing better. It's just this isn't your Giants that you could just look over. But at the same time, if the Bucs do what they do, they should handle business and win by at least 7. So I'll take the spread so I don't give as much juice.
Bucko, I'll ask you that one as well. Bucs money line or Bucs spread at minus 4? Money line's at minus 205, and these are all assuming they're $10 bets.
I mean, a $10 bet, you go ahead and you lay the 4. If you're a road team favored by a 4 and you're not even getting the hook, that means they're pretty confident a field goal ain't good enough. So all we have to do is continuously play the way we're playing. Start fast, score often, early, and avoid second quarter Baker Mayfield, which has been a absolute shit show this year. But no, I'm very comfortable laying the 4 points, and I'm flirting with taking the over, being the over-under line is so low.
Yeah, whatever the hell the second quarter Achilles heel is, that's been the Bucs' Achilles heel for sure. J-Lo, you get the over-under 48.5. Where you heading? Over-under total 48.5 between both teams.
I'll say over. I think I can see the Bucs putting up 30-some points. Dallas might get close to 20. It just depends. I think we will give some points to Dallas, but I think we'll score more than they will. So I say over.
Christopher Cole, Bucs got to take Mario Williams out of Tulane. Joey, you get the Bucs Solo points, 26.5 over under team points for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'll go over because even though Dallas is playing better, if you saw any of the Cincinnati game or a couple others recently, they let up some points in the Bucs. If they could put up 40 on Harbaugh, they could do that. Certainly to Zimmer, who's like half that as their DC. Give me the Bucs over in points.
Quite personally, Richard, he asked on primetime if it affects the spread. I personally don't think it does. Bucko, do you think being on primetime affects the spread?
It has to. But, like for instance, the 48 and a half, I remember the original line was somewhere around 44 or 45. So it's gone up. When you're in primetime, the score tends to get a little higher for whatever reason. But here's the kicker. Can we avoid that playing down to our opponents that we tend to do? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think that we will score 30. I hope that we score 30, especially with the Dallas being 29th against the pass. But it's really that primetime hoax that we always run into. It scares me a little bit.
It ain't a joke, the primetime hoax. That's for damn sure. J-Lo, Baker Mayfield over under 244.5 passing yards in this one.
I say over. I think he's going to sling it all over Dallas defense.
Joey, Baker Mayfield over 1.5 passing touchdowns throwing.
I'll go over just because, Bucko mentioned 29th, so when you hear that, even though I think they have a chance to run the ball well too, I just think Baker will probably throw a pick, but he'll probably throw 2-3 touchdowns.
Our guy in Bengals, Bud, Brian Crooks in the house saying Houday. Richard says Bake back home, 355 yards and 5 touchdowns. Wow, let Mike eat. A lot of good stuff coming. Bucko, Cooper Rush over under a half an interception.
Our lack of ability to get interceptions. Was anyone? Let me address that by answering. Was anyone more shocked than me to see Jamel Dean actually catch one? I was shocked. So no, I'm going to take the under on that. Well, we don't intercept many passes.
That was epic, but yeah, Jamel Dean did bring one home. It was kind of a cupcake, but we won't go there. J-Lo, receiving yards over under total. Let's see here. Mike Evans is 80.5.
Over. That man's on a mission. He's going to hit well over 100 yards receiving Sunday night.
Mike D says 28-17 Bucks. Joey's buddy Brian says go Hoosiers. We got to go Irish. Go.
Ain't my buddy.
We're going to be talking about that shortly here. Joey, over under receiving yards. Bucky Irvin 18.5.
All it takes is one Bucky broken tackle to do that, so I'll go over.
Bucko,
he'll hit that over in the first quarter. We're getting a lot of gimme lines in this game.
Yeah.
Bucko 37.5. Jalen McMillan over under receiving yards.
Hey, he's got to go over because of the attention they're going to pay to Mike. They're having to bracket Mike. So yeah, Jalen's resurgence of late has been very, very good for us. I think that's a very gimme number as well. Over.
J-Lo, Sterling Shepard 31.5 yards over under.
I say over. One bit pass play should put him over. I say over.
Joey, take the receiving home with Rashad White 17.5 receiving yards over under.
Well, if all these guys go over, it's going to be a real good day in Tampa Bay. Fuck it. I'll go under for him since I went over for Bucky.
Bucko, you get Bucky rushing yards over under 61.5 Bucky Irving rushing yards.
I'm going to go under. I think this is a very, very heavy passing day. I think Dallas is going to load the box. They're going to try to prevent the 200-yard rushing games we've come accustomed to here lately. They're going to load the box, and Baker's going to have to beat him with his arm. So I'm going to go under on the rushing total.
I could see that for sure. J-Lo, you get Baker himself 14.5 rushing yards over under.
I say over. I think you have a big run or not two short runs for that first down. So yeah, over.
Yeah, it always amazes me. One run away. Matt Stafford, I won money on the other week. His was a half. I'm like, hey, he could easily have a 2-yard run. Joey, Rashad White over under 46.5 rushing yards. Take us home rushing wise.
I'll go his over on the ground. I think Rashad White has actually the better game of the running backs for some reason this week. I'll go Rashad White.
Bucko, Chase McLaughlin, 7.5 points over under.
Ooh, that's a tough one because the way I'm scoring the game is 31-23. So by that logic, I got 1 field goal and 4 extra points, so that puts it at 7. So by my score take, I got to go under.
Hey, at least you're a man with the plan there. Makes logical sense, so I'll give you that much. That's always a good thing. J-Lo, take us home on the Bucs Bets. Total yards of successful longest field goal between McLaughlin and Aubrey. 2 guys with iron legs, 47.5 yards.
Oh, yeah, that's over.
I agree with J-Lo there, and that's our Bucs Bet segment. Hopefully you guys listen, and you could win some money come Sunday Night Football. Our guy Mike D says Evans 9 catches, 128 yards. Bucky 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. Speaking of touchdowns, it's time for score predictions and player of the game. Mike D said 28-17 Bucks. Joey, we're going to start with you. What's the score of the Sunday Night Football Bucks Cowboys? 2 teams vying for the playoffs, and who's your Bucks player of the game?
I'll go Tampa Bay 34 and Dallas 24. So I'll go 34-24. My player of the game will be I'm going to go with Rashad White. I think he has a big day overall. I think he finds the end zone a couple times. I'll go Rashad White.
I like that a lot, and so would one of my fantasy teams who's still alive. Richard says Bucks 38, Dallas 20. Richard's got us exploding onto the scene. Mike says player of the game, Mayfield. If you guys do submit scores or players of the game, I write those down. So at the end of the year, we'll go over everybody's. But Richard 38-20, Mike D player of the game, Baker. Bucko, what's your score prediction and player of the game for the Bucks for this one?
I have 31-23 Bucks. A very close first half, and then we open it up in the second. Player of the game being Mike Evans with another 150-yard, 2-touchdown game.
And he's knocking on the door with 1,000 if he does get those stats. As El Monito's joining us live on Facebook right now as well, the great El Monito Fabricio. J-Lo, thoughts on the score and player of the game for the Bucks? As Richard said, Bucks play best on the road for some reason. That's damn true, pretty much for the most part.
It is so damn true. But give me the Bucks.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
It's damn true. Bucks 34, Dallas 14. I think we're going to end up coming off a little soft second quarter. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think second quarter will look a little shady, because we're not good in second quarter. But then we'll finish them off in the second half like we did the Chargers. Give me Kalijah Kancey as my MVP. I think give me him having 2 sacks on Sunday night's game, getting pressure. He's getting close every single time, getting held, face mask. Refs are not calling it. But I think he finally breaks through and finishes and gets 2 sacks and just pressures the hell out of Cooper Rush.
The Kancey man can. I'm going to pick a coach. Give me 26-17 Bucks. I think we end up winning a nice 9-point victory. And I got Todd Bowles as my person of interest for this game. I think he's going to have a nice day on the defensive side calling plays. And I think he loves milk and cookies maybe just as much as Santa Claus does. So, hey, let's get Todd Bowles a nice Sunday night win and get him some milk and cookies on the eve of Christmas. After a late one, we're going to briefly talk about the Colts here as well before we move on to college football playoffs, breadwinners, and much more. Joey, give us your thoughts. Colts suffered a devastating L this past week against the Broncos. They're down but not out. They sit right around 12% chance of making the playoffs, so still worth watching. thoughts on the Colts season, Joey? And at the end of it all, give us a score and a player to look out for as they look to rebound this week, 1 o'clock Eastern against the Titans at home.
Yeah, they better win by double digits because sick of the shit lately. But the Denver game was tough. Anytime you drop the ball before the end zone makes it tougher. I still have I feel like the Bucs and Colts just get screwed one way or another on those between the replays they show and how they do it, but that's another convo.
Yeah, I don't know how they could redo, I don't get me wrong, Taylor's an idiot like any of those players, but how the hell do you how do you reverse that one and not the Kyle Pitts one? It makes no sense.
Yeah, so that shit happens. Refs you can't rely on them. If you do, you'll lose. But I think this Sunday they need to blow out Tennessee. Tennessee's not a good football team. They're coming into our house. They don't really travel too well fan-wise either, so it should be loud in there. And Colts, to me, win. I'll go 28-17. They beat Tennessee. And listen, this last 3 games more than anything.
They do face Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, if he is.
Which is good. He has a little better accuracy than Will Levis, but he's a statue back there, so you just got to bring pressure up the middle. You got to Buckner get the D tackles moving and get some inside blitzes. He won't move too much out of there. But that being said, these last 3 games are bigger than for Richardson than anybody else. He's the youngest QB in the league, and he's shown since the benching that he can come back and do some good things. So if him and Steichen can finish the year well, it'll be confidence going into the next season. If not, who knows to what could happen if this team loses some of these games to easier opponents. We finished with Tennessee, Giants, and Jacksonville. So you got to play good in those games, and it starts with the quarterback. And if you want to have confidence in your team, you got to have confidence in the quarterback. So that's how I look at it. And I'll keep it a little shorter on the Colts because I'm all bricked up for the Irish, and my Colts are breaking me down right now.
We'll get to the Irish shortly. Bucko, quick thoughts on the Colts, and do you think they upend the Titans 1 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday?
Yeah, and I've been known as one of the biggest haters of Anthony Richardson, and I think he's proven me correct so far in his young tenure. However, this Tennessee team is not good. I actually, in the semifinals of one of my leagues, I streamed the Colts defense for this week in a playoff matchup because I really think the Titans are bad and the Colts win this game easy. I have it like 20-3 Colts coming out the gate, dominating run game, stopping the run, and easily winning this football game.
Yeah, Titans QB situation is the worst, if not one of the worst in the league. I guess there are the Falcons up there too. Hey-oh, zinger. Just kidding. J-Lo, thoughts on the final score of this Colts game? And are you with Bucko and Joey that they're kind of all over the Titans?
No, I agree. Titans are one of the worst football teams in the league right now. They're not the worst, but they're one of the worst. I do think the Colts finish strong. I think they get a much needed win, boost confidence for AR and the rest of the team. I say Colts pretty much dominate. I say maybe 20-6. I just don't see the Titans doing much at all, especially in Indianapolis. It's hard to play in that building, and I'm just not confident in the Titans pulling off any win against the Colts.
Yeah, give me Colts 24-13. Bud says Colts 24-17. Just hold the ball. JT, I think Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has a nice opening drive, but after that he runs over grandma by a reindeer. Richard predicts the Colts in 19 and the Tits, he says 16. So there we go, and we're gonna move on to some college football talk now with the
Go Hoosiers.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Joey, you're the Notre Dame guy. So we're going to let you talk some Notre Dame first here since you're a Notre Dame guy, Joey. Big game tonight. Going to start off the college football playoffs for us as it expands to 12 teams, and it makes many viewers happy. Thoughts on Notre Dame getting the Friday night matchup against your second favorite college team out there, the Indiana Hoosiers?
Yeah, listen, sometimes announcers do this thing where they talk up the other team at first. And Indiana, look, I love what Signetti has done this year. I love that they're relevant again for the first time. That's a basketball school, usually not known for their football. They haven't been in a position like this ever. This, quite frankly, is the biggest game in their history, most likely. So you got to show them that on the other side. Notre Dame, in early playoffs when they used to play Alabama and stuff, used to choke, but they're the big brother in the state of Indiana. They're on their home field tonight. I do think that they just have the better team, a defense especially, but team overall. Indiana has a good team, but at the end of the day, they had a bunch of players come over from JMU. It gets their homegrown Midwesterners who know how to play in the trenches. Indiana's not going to outrun you. They're not. It's not like an SEC team that usually Notre Dame struggles against. I think, especially a little bit colder tonight, Indiana on the road. I'm going to go Notre Dame 28, Indiana 20. I don't think it will be a huge blowout, but I think Notre Dame keeps it on the ground and pretty much controls their own.
We have a bunch of people chomping at the bit to talk this game. Mike says Indiana beats Notre Dame. Indiana QB Rourke is Canadian. Bud says sell me on this Notre Dame game. Joey. Bucko, are you with Joey on the Notre Dame train winning this one, or where lay you on the
You have to be. Look, the Hoosiers are a good story, and look, you want to know how great Signetti and the Hoosiers are, just ask him. That guy has got no short of confidence. That is the most bold, arrogant son of a gun in press conferences ever, and I applaud and love what it's done for the game. But let's be honest. They're a passing football team. It's snowing. It's 18 degrees in South Bend. Notre Dame runs. They play defense. And when you get to big boy football in December and January, if you run the ball, you play defense, you typically tend to own the scenario, especially when you're playing against 12 transfers from James Madison, right? Indiana's a good story, but there's still a bunch of, underclassmen as far as when it comes athletically to what Notre Dame's bringing to the table. Physically, it's too much. Notre Dame wins this game 23-13. I think it's a close game, probably 10-10 at halftime, and Notre Dame just pulls away with their depth in the second half. 23-13 Irish.
J-Lo, where do you lie on this with Bucko and Joey with Notre Dame, or do you got Indiana pulling the upset?
Unfortunately for Indiana, well said by Bucko. Good story, but in South Bend, it's hard to win over there. I just don't see them upsetting Notre Dame. I say Notre Dame pulls out, let's say 23. Indiana, I'd say 16. I think Indiana will keep it somewhat close, but Notre Dame's going to keep the lead and advance.
Yeah, this game is the first ever game as the Godfather checks in. How we doing, Godfather? First ever game on Notre Dame's property on a Friday night, so pretty good stuff there. Give me 34-21 Notre Dame. Bud says so. Sounds like Notre Dame covers. It's going to be, a tough battle in the first half, but I think Notre Dame ultimately pulls away and covers. Don't get me wrong, Coach Sig did a hell of a job at James Madison. I watch those guys, but that's a way different animal. He did nice at Indiana too, but all nice things have to come to an end. I got Notre Dame 34-21. Next up on the docket, noon tomorrow in Happy Valley, we got Penn State against SMU. SMU barely lost the ACC championship to Clemson in their first year of eligibility. Joey, Penn State, SMU, what's your score here tomorrow at noon?
Honestly, similar to the last game we just talked about, I think it will be close until a halftime about, and then Penn State, they just have too much in the trenches, and they're just too good at defense. They also struggle with some bigger opponents, but I don't think this opponent is bigger than them, so I'm going to go Penn State 27, and I'll go SMU 20.
Bucko, thoughts in Happy Valley tomorrow? It's going to be a whiteout. It's going to be chilly. Penn State, SMU.
Yeah, in our dealings over the years, I have a natural disdain for Penn State, given what they try to do between Joe Pa and Bobby Bowden. It just made me naturally dislike the Happy Valley Whites, But let's be honest with ourselves. The Penn State Nittany Lions have been gifted the easiest road to the semifinals of any kind of playoff ever. You get SMU and Boise. Oh, just go ahead and pencil in Penn State all the way to the semis against
Hey,
Georgia.
I'll take it.
SMU is a nice story, very high-powered spread offense, high scoring against lesser than talent than what Big Ten Penn State has. Penn State is easily bigger, stronger, faster than SMU. I don't see this being close. Give me Penn State 30, SMU 17.
Hey, I'll take those words from you all day, Mr. Bucko. Thank you very much. J-Lo, coming off a big Gators Bowl win. It's official. What say you, Penn State, SMU?
I think Penn State takes care of business at home. You know, SMU will give them a good fight, but give me Penn State 40, SMU 22. I think Penn State's going to really, put it to them. I just don't think SMU is ready to go up against a team like Penn State, especially, on the road. That's hard to win over there in the all-white.
Give me 36-24 Nittany Lions in the cold in the all-white. I think their running backs have a good day. Drew Eller announced he's coming back. I think he has a strong game. I think number 5, Penn State, moves on past number 12.
Drew Aller's coming back. What is he, 30 already? God, love it.
He's going to be finally in his 4th year. Well, not finally, but for better, for worse, in year 4. And, Penn State loves them some.
His 30th birthday will be
veteranship at quarterback.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Trace McSorley was there 8 years. Are you trying to break his record?
Well, no, Clifford was there forever too, man. They just, retain. Clemson, Texas, 4:00 Eastern tomorrow. Clemson, ACC winner. Texas had a very good season and won the SEC. Joey, thoughts on that one, 4:00 Eastern?
Yeah, I think it would be a good game. Clemson, the way they attacked that first half against SMU is very impressive. They just pretty much beat the living crap out of them, and then it turned into the opposite in the second half. But, I mean, Debo's been in playoff games before. I don't think his team will just kind of fold here. That being said, I think Texas comes out a few points on top. So give me Texas 27, Clemson 23.
Bucko, what say you?
This is the battle of the, if I'm mistaken, it was 4 years ago. The Texas State 6A high school championship game was decided between Cade Klubnik and Quinn Ewers. I believe it was decided by 1 point in a walk-off victory. I assume these two quarterbacks will again battle a very tested football game. I don't think Texas ever plays up where they're supposed to. They always play down to whomever they're playing. I think it will be a close football game. But give me Texas in a walk-off field goal, 33-30. Texas Longhorns.
I like that. Good game on our hands. J-Lo, thoughts? Clemson, Texas?
I think Clemson, after beating SMU and getting their conference championship, congratulations. But the bus stops there in Texas. Texas will, handle their business at home. Give me Texas 28, Clemson 10.
Yeah, I admire what Clemson was able to do, but I got Texas in this one as well. Give me 28-20, Texas upending Clemson, ending their run. Last but not least, to the first round tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern. Joey, start us off. Tennessee, Ohio State, 7 versus 6 seed here.
Yeah, fuck Ohio State. So I'm gonna go Tennessee in the upset. 20. It's simple. Ryan Day don't win big games, but I'll go Tennessee 27, Ohio State 24.
Bucko, you're next in line. Thoughts on Tennessee visiting Ohio State?
Well, first, I think we can all agree this is the battle of the most obnoxious, never done shit fan bases in college football history. Mm-hmm. You would think Tennessee and Ohio State have 15 natties apiece by the way their fans talk. I really wish they both could lose. But my hatred for that team in Knoxville is very strong, just because I live here locally. I'm going to think Ryan Day is going to save his job in this game. I think Ohio State is too balanced, whereas Tennessee lacks, balance in the pass game. They're a run-first football team, and Ohio State will take that away from them. I really think that Ohio State can win this game at home in the weather. Give me Ohio State 27, Tennessee 23.
J-Lo, what say you?
First of all, fuck Ohio State. And second of all, after losing to Michigan at home, they will not be able to get over the hump. They're going to shit the bed again. Tennessee 28, Ohio State 17.
I like that. I think Tennessee, and I'm not a big Ohio State guy either. Our guy Bucs Nation says, my guy's just stopping by, heading to bed. It's 1:34 here in Italy. Hey, awesome for tuning in from Italy.
In Italy? Fuck you, buddy.
Our guy was just on a cruise. Now he's in Italy. He's living the damn life. I got to get what he's doing, but good stuff there, our guy Bucs Nation. Thanks for stopping by. Merry Christmas to you and your family, buddy. We do hope all is well. Give me Tennessee 26, Ohio State 24 in a very close one. We're just going to switch off bowl games now, Joey. Monday, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, Coastal Carolina versus UTSA in the Myrtle Beach Bowl, Joey.
I don't give a shit. No, give me UTSA.
J-Lo, you get the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Northern Illinois against Fresno State, Monday, 3:30 Eastern.
Give me Fresno State over NIU.
Bucko, take us home with our college talk. Christmas Eve Hawaii Bowl, South Florida, San Jose State in Honolulu, 8 o'clock Eastern.
You give me the two teams that I've not watched more than 3/4 of all season. Go Bulls, Tampa, stand up. You got to win something.
Goalish time on Tuesday. Give me South Florida as well. But that'll do it for our college pick'em. We're going to go right into our NFL pick'em here before we get to our breadwinners' final word and that sort of stuff. So NFL Red Eyes pick'em time, where we go into the world of the NFL. Obviously had a game last night. Now we're on to Saturday. Joey, start with you. Saturday, 1 o'clock Eastern, Texans at Chiefs. Who you got?
I need the Texans to win that game, actually. But Chiefs always find a way to do it when you least expect it in the weirdest way possible lately, especially it seems to. So I'll go with the Chiefs in a close one.
Bucko, 4:30 Eastern tomorrow. Absolutely loaded day of football between NFL and college tomorrow. Steelers +7 at the Ravens.
Dude, this is one of the hardest games to pick because the Steelers without George Pickens look quite pedestrian. Give me the Ravens to win this game and even the series up at 1-1. And I disagree with Joey Nips over there. I think the Houston Texans take down the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Hey, I would prefer it. I'd prefer it.
J-Lo, Eagles, Commandos, 1 o'clock Eastern Sunday. This is a fun game.
Very fun game. I'm going to say give me the Commanders because the Commanders are on the road, right? Are they in Philly or they're at home? Actually?
I think they're at home, but I'll confirm.
Yeah, I think they are at home, but I like the Commanders. I think they're going to compete and beat the Eagles. The Eagles locker room, such a joke,
Yeah, Commandos are home.
Yeah, I just think Philly are they're gonna eventually shit the bed that they did last year and just fall apart. But you're the Commanders.
Joey, after being favored for the first time in years last week, now they're home underdogs. Cardinals at Panthers, 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, people wondered why that was the first time they were favored, and they showed perfectly why. I'll go Arizona in a close game because they just simply have more to play for.
Bucko, battle of the backups. Drew Lock, Michael Penix Jr., as you call him, Micro
Jr. Penis Jr.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
If Micro Penis Jr. comes out here and loses to Drew Lock and the New York Football Giants, the Falcons are in much more trouble than we anticipated. But no, I actually am a big fan of Michael Penix. Throws a very pretty football. Tampa kid. Followed him all the way back to his Indiana Hoosier days. The man's hurt every ligament on his body and still keeps coming back. Obviously, the Falcons win this game and they win it going away because the Giants are terrible. Probably to the tune of 30-13. However, they'll still lose next week to the Commandos.
Yeah, I think so as well. J-Lo, 1 o'clock Eastern, Lions, Bears.
You say Lions Bears?
Yep.
I say Lions, even though they're beat up all over on defense, but the Bears are just not really good this year. I still think the Lions will pull out a strong win.
Joey, 1 o'clock Eastern, West Coast to East Coast, LA Rams at the New York Jets.
Yeah, this game will actually be closer than people think. Rams have been playing really good football, but that could get a little weird. But I'll go Rams by 3.
Bucko, 1 o'clock Eastern. This ends the 1 o'clock slate. DTR and the Browns go to Joe Burrow and Cincy.
Oh, boy. The two underperforming Giants of the season. Joe Burrow's got to have a big game. I need it in the semifinals. Give me the Bengals, 31. Browns, 20.
J-Lo, kick us off on our 4 o'clock 4-game slate. 4:05 Eastern, Vikings at Seattle.
Oof, tough one. That being said, I think Seattle will pull out an upset win over the Vikings. I think the Vikings are due for a loss, and I think Seattle will be the one to beat them this week.
Joey, the game of the day, Jaguars at Raiders, 4:25 Eastern.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what shit smells better? I think they fight harder for Antonio Pierce than they do over there in Jacksonville, so I'll take Antonio Pierce and the Vegas Raiders.
Bucko, 4:25 Eastern, San Fran travels across the country to Miami.
Oh, the injury bowl, the IR bowl. Dude, honestly, I don't know. Tua throws up murder balls. No Jalen Waddle. He's getting his receivers killed over there. Brock Purdy can't keep a healthy running back or wide receiver, but somehow the Niners, the teacher beats the student, and the Niners win this game in a close one, 20-14.
Richard T says Raiders tanking, maybe for Shador Sanders. J-Lo, 4:25 Eastern, Patriots, Bills.
Bills, plain and simple, no explanation.
Joey, Monday Night Football, 8:15, Christmas Eve, New Orleans at Green Bay.
And listen, the Raiders ain't taking. They just haven't had a QB all year. I don't know how they were thinking coming into it with Minshew and O'Connell, but that's another story. Green Bay by 1 million.
Bucko, Christmas Day, Chiefs take on a very, very competitive foe at Pittsburgh, 1 o'clock Eastern on Netflix.
This will be a convoluted pick because I think a couple things are going to have to happen. I think the Houston Texans D-line and their pass rush injures Pat Mahomes for real, and he doesn't play in this game. And George Pickens will be back. So the Kansas City Chiefs will lose 2 games in a row. The Pittsburgh Steelers will beat them.
Pay attention to the jerseys, too. They're supposed to have candy cane patches on Saturday and Wednesday. J-Lo, take us home. Christmas Day, 4:30 Eastern. Ravens at Texans on Netflix.
I say Ravens. I just don't think the Texans are really that good as most of us thought they would. I say Ravens take it, especially if they beat Pittsburgh and they're going to try to go for the division, not for a wild card spot.
Going to get to a brief couple questions, a holiday fun, then end with our 2 breadwinners and our final words here on the Buccaneers. Joey, eggnog or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Bucko, eggnog, hot chocolate.
Eggnog is fucking disgusting, and damn you white people for making that a drink. Hot chocolate all day.
That reminds me of Mike Leach with candy corn when he was going off on candy.
Candy corn is plastic. It's not candy. That's fucking awful. Go ahead.
Christopher Cole, if Crosby played last week, they destroy the Falcons. I could see it. Emily, hi, everyone. Have missed you guys greatly with work. Hope we continue our rise in production and we wipe our asses with the Cowgirls. P.S. Where's the black guy? Love me some Gene. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Merry Christmas, Emily. Thanks for stopping by per usual. Hope you're kicking ass with work. If you want, DM the show, and we got a little something for you for the holidays. But that's funny stuff right there. But J-Lo, take us home. Eggnog, hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, I agree. Eggnog's disgusting.
Hey, give me the eggnog. I'll be the one to lift up.
Yeah, you're that weird white guy that puts raisins in the potato salad. You're the one that brings us all down. Fuck you,
You'll get
okay?
5 to 10. He's
What
getting
the-
5 to 10 years.
Raisins in the potato salad. Hey, your guy Bucko and J-Lo's screens are off, so Lord knows what they're doing right now. Richard, it's funny you ask because we're actually having a couple right now. Joey, pick one. Home Alone, Elf, or Christmas Story?
Home Alone.
Bucko, Home Alone, Elf, Christmas Story.
Oh my God. Such great ones. But it has to be Christmas Story. It's the only answer. It's the only acceptable answer because I'm not a millennial. But go ahead.
J-Lo, Christmas Story, Elf, or Home Alone, as Christopher Cole says, 5 days until my birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday. But J-Lo,
Please
Dawn?
put me on nose.
J-Lo,
Dawn.
Dawn.
Home Alone. Like I said, I grew up Home Alone, and
I think you're Home Alone right now. I'll end it with Christmas Story. Don't shoot your eye out, kid. All three are classics. But
Greatest. But it really should have been National Lampoon's The Shitter Is Full. That's the greatest Christmas
I
movie.
love
Either that or
National Lampoon's
that or Die Hard are the best Christmas movies.
Die
ever.
Hard's not a Christmas movie.
The
hell it's not. The hell it's not. It's a fucking Christmas movie.
Man, ain't no fucking Christmas
Joey,
movie.
is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No chance in hell, as the Vince McMahon once said.
Bucko, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie, and then the Nagasaki towers are real.
J-Lo, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Oh, man.
I never seen the fucking movie, so I don't even know.
Kick his ass, kick him off now. Delete him.
All right, this is getting bad. Mr. Magic, need Mike to pop off for me bad. Hopefully not Magic Mike. No, I know you're talking Mike Evans. Happy birthday, Miss Christopher Cole. Yes, it's one of our buddies' birthdays in a couple days, too. It's like Christmas and birthday. Bud says Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Last fun question. Joey, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and Christmas cookies or holiday ham? We'll go in 2 for 1 here.
Christmas Day, I'll go over Eve, and then I'll go ham over the cookies.
Bucko, Christmas cookies or holiday ham, and Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Give me Christmas Eve night with the hors d'oeuvres and the opening one present, and give me the cookies over ham. I'm not a big lover of ham. I prefer prime rib on Christmas.
Yeah, we know what meats you like. King of the Castle joining us. David Ferrara joining us as well. No, I love it though, Bucko. J-Lo, Christmas cookies or holiday ham, and Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Then we get to our double breadwinners here on tonight's show.
Christmas Day. I've always been a Christmas Day guy, and I'll pick ham over the cookies.
I like Christmas Day more, but give me Christmas Eve night only because the anticipations rise and all the fun stuff, all the emotions going on. And give me holiday ham. I'm a meat guy, so give me some ham in that. We're going to do, Richard says, I like my ham, so I like my woman thick. Bam! Richard, liking the thick woman. We're going to do 2 rounds of breadwinners because it's kind of like a double weekend. You know, you got tonight, Saturday, Sunday, then you got Monday, mini day, Tuesday, Wednesday with Christmas Eve and Christmas. So we're going to do 1 breadwinner. Bucko, that's our favorite bet of the weekend. One of them has to come from Friday, Saturday, or Sunday of any sport out there. And then one has to come from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any sport out there. We went 3-0 last week. And on the season overall now, we're 37 wins, 27 losses. and plus $134 as Bud says, to the holiday ham thickness woman. So plus 134 after a 3-0 week, 37-27. Joey, give us your first legged breadwinner from Friday, Saturday, or Sunday in the world of sports.
It's going to be a homer pick because I think they have to do it. Colts, we talked about them earlier. I won't continue, but Colts minus 3.5. I think they should win by double digits.
Bucko, who's your bet of the weekend, or what's your bet of the weekend from either tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday?
Well, it's a two-way tie because they're both fucking guaranteed, and I'd pretty much lay my Christmas bonus on it. Both are the Colts and the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Oh,
absolute guaranteed dubs.
Wow. So is that like a money line parlay you got going?
You don't even have to money line that. You can lay whatever points the suckers wanted to give them. It's guaranteed double-digit victories for both.
Just for the betting sake, we'll give you a money line parlay just in terms of, betting purpose. I love it, though, for the program. J-Lo, what's your bet of the weekend in the world of sports? Could be from any sport out there.
I'm going to go with Tennessee plus 7 on Ohio State.
You think Tennessee plus 7? That's J-Lo.
That's that SEC bias. It's going. Don't listen to him. He's wrong.
Oh boy.
We'll see, Seminole boy.
Oh, Seminole boy, we got popping out here. No, we got blows.
No, not fair. Not fair.
Give me Bucs money line. I don't see a way they lose this game. 20 only pays you 10, but still, give me the Bucs money line. So for this weekend's breadwinners, we got Joey Colts minus 3.5, Bucko Penn State Colts money line parlay, J-Lo Tennessee plus 7, me Bucs money line. Joey, give us your final word and give us your breadwinner for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's Christmas bonus weekend of breadwinner. Bud Cannibalist says Bucs to cover.
Yeah, my final word is go Irish. Be the big brother tonight. We need to move on, and then whatever happens with Georgia happens. It's usually tougher for us in SEC land, but bleed in Irish tonight. And then my next bet will come on Christmas Day. I'm going to go to the NBA, which you never should do, but here I am. I will say that the Boston Celtics cover the 8.5 over Philadelphia 76ers on Christmas. They're at home, Boston. They'll blow them out. So give me Boston minus 8.5 and go Irish.
Love it, love it, love it. Bucko, give us a bet winner Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if you got one.
Put all of your money on Pittsburgh over Kansas City. They're going to be given points for no reason. They're going to win the game. Kansas City will be hobbled. George Pickens will be back. Pittsburgh over Kansas City, guaranteed.
I love that, brother. I love it. J-Lo, what's your breadwinner for the Christmas bonus Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday?
As far as breadwinner goes, give me. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow right now on this, but as far as breadwinner goes, I'll tell you what, give me the Ravens over the Texans. That's going to be my breadwinner on Christmas Day. And then my final word is, enjoy chopping up with y'all. Go Gators. Big win today. I spent bigger season this year for them. And plus, ready to get my Christmas shopping done Saturday so I can relax Monday, Tuesday, going to work.
And you're a man with the family, so God bless you, brother. It's a busy time of year, so I don't blame you for being a little behind if you are. My breadwinner will be on Christmas Eve, $20 to win $13. Give me South Florida bumped up to plus 6.5. It's going to be a great weekend to do what J-Lo said, catch up on wrapping gifts, or maybe make some gingerbread houses with the kids.
Hey, Tones, because Joey Nibs hung up. Gene Hackman, Hoosiers. Let's go, Hoosiers. Fuck you, Joey.
Bucko, is that your final word, Bucko?
No, I wanted to do that while he was here, but I missed my opportunity. No, my final word is, hey, God bless you, gentlemen. God bless all of us out here, man. It's been hard 2024 was a motherfucker. I got 4 kids. You know I struggled, but 2025 is going to bring greatness and prosperity for us. And God bless you all, and Merry God doggone Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, brother. Hope it's a blessed one. We might be. Gene says he might do a special either Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, but I can't guarantee I'll be there for it. So that's why this is kind of our Christmas bonanza. J-Lo, any last thoughts for the pod world for Christmas if Gene doesn't run one?
You know, for all the people watching, thank you. And thank you for your love and comments for the show. God bless you all. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your family. And plus, enjoy the world of sports this weekend as much as you can. You know,
Yeah,
like I said,
it's a loaded sports weekend, J-Lo, ain't it?
Oh, agreed. I mean,
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
So beautiful.
I also want to say what Bucko mentioned has been a rough year. It's time to finish strong. Enjoy your family time, cooking time, and all that stuff. And lots of football, lots of sweets. Let's go.
Enjoy this time with family, friends. Enjoy it around Christmas movies, sports, and everything. College football, playoffs, NFL. Just so much beauty on. I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas. Spend it with friends. Spend it with family. I got a bunch of family around. Olivia's family's coming in from California. The in-laws, Mark. I got friends coming in from Arizona. My guy Mundo. So I'm all over the place. I can't wait, though. Going to be an awesome one. To Bud, Richard, all you guys, Christopher Cole, and so much more. We're going to do a giveaway tonight again on our Twitter. We still have a Buccaneers Bucs Miss giveaway running through Christmas Day as well. Go to our Twitter at Buccateers, Buccateers. We're going to have another giveaway tonight. Had one last night. It runs through Christmas, so we're going to keep the giveaways coming. But everybody have a very safe holiday season, a Merry Christmas. Go Bucs, go Penn State.
And real quick, Olivia, you could have done so much better. God, congratulations on y'all's nuptials, man. I love you, brother. Congratulations.
Love you too, man. Hey, we appreciate that. Any good words from you're like the Grinch when it's not Christmas time. So
hey, I got to keep it consistent, brother.
Yes, you do, my man. But no, it was awesome, guys. Just great stuff, guys. I appreciate the thank you. The holidays are crazy. It's time's flying. Kickoff in 4 minutes, so we'll let you guys go to playoff kickoffs. Enjoy. J-Lo, Bucko, please, please, please have some great time with your families. And Bucko, send me your address so I can get the new pod t-shirt out to you as well, bro.
I'm going to send it, but you have to address it to DJ Winston. DJ Lagway is Jameis Winston.
That's what I was telling J-Lo, but you didn't want to believe me. All right, we're going to end it there. God bless everybody. Merry Christmas. Have fun tonight watching the playoffs. Until next time, thanks so much for joining us. Emily, you have a safe Xmas as well, our friend. Peace out. Go Bucs. Fire the damn can.
Game on Sunday, man. I know you're nervous for the Rams, but you got to be a little enthusiastic after being there.
Bro, that game atmosphere was ridiculous. The energy, the electricity. I played with Rock, and anyone was there, and a lot of the Super Buck fans were there too.
Tampa Tones. We are joined by Lee Goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron Show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little cleared. But we're joined by Pat
It looks like
Donovan.
Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like we got a little.
No, my camera's broke.